I'm launching straight into a really productive day today. I've just finished my form workout. So if you saw me doing it before, I downloaded the form app from Sammy Clark. She's another YouTuber, and I'm doing the 14-day reset. So I've been trying to follow the workouts and the food and everything every day, which I've actually been seeing some pretty good results already. So this morning was day 4, which was kind of like an upper body and core kind of day. So that was really nice. And yeah, I've got the rest of this week and next week doing that as well. And then I will kind of just check in with myself and see where I'm at. But I've just put my Body Fit membership on pause, and then I'll probably like alternate between the two. But I just thought that would be nice to kind of shock my body and mix it up and do a little bit more like low-key kind of strength and Pilates sort of work. But today I have a ton of things to do. I've actually got so many deliveries, like the whole front of my house is just packages and packages. But I got in a couple of basics and clothes, and ironically they're all black and white because I'm just having a bit of a replacing items in my wardrobe moment. But there's just a few things that I thought if I'm building a bit more of a staple wardrobe, then I want to add in just only items that I feel like are missing when I kind of go hunting to create an outfit. So I did get a little delivery from Cotton On, which was super cheap, but these are just some black loafers from Ruby Shoes, and you can't really see them too well on the camera thanks to the lighting, but they were, I think, like 30% off, and then also already on sale. So they were really, really cheap. I think I picked them up for like $20. And I also got 2 pairs of white crew socks just to go with my Nike Air Force Ones, and also to go with my like white sneakers when I'm working out. And I also got this white crop as well, because I've never had a white activewear crop. I don't really trust myself with it, but it was literally $5 in Cotton On because they were throwing them out on sale. So that's going to be my new little gym outfit, so I can mix it up and stop wearing like all black all the time, because I find that a little bit depressing in the Melbourne winter. I also got myself a new pair of gym tights from Crop Shop, and I've got a crop from them previously, which I love. It's got this really nice open back on it. I'll put a picture here, but I tried their leggings, and I'm normally a small in activewear. I feel like anyone who buys activewear, you would know it stretches. So you usually just like size down, I suppose, than what you'd normally think. So normally I wear an 8, but I would be like a 10 in bottoms, and this was so unbelievably small, I literally could not pull them on. So I exchanged for a different fabric and a different style, and these ones are the same fabric as the crop that I fell in love with. They're butter kind of feeling fabric, and I think these are called the Fade Scrunch leggings. And so I had them in a small in a different style, but I swapped for a medium. So I'm yet to try them on, but I am feeling positive that these are a better fit for me, because the other ones were just crazy small. And it's perfect timing because my other leggings, when I was like pulling them up this morning, they got a hole in the crotch, so I definitely can no longer wear them, which is a little bit of a shame, but they were definitely ready for the bin. I also got a plain white linen skirt that was on sale from Cotton On, and this was only $30. It's called the A-line skirt, and I thought that would be great for Mexico when we're traveling because it's going to be super hot. And the last thing I picked up was just a white pair of jeans. So I don't know exactly how these will fit, but they are like flared at the bottom. So I might try them on later and see how they look, but I just thought they'd be a really good wardrobe addition to go with like a black sweater and even those loafers or something, because they're just like that perfect high-waisted stretchy boot cut jeans. So that's everything that I got in. But I also did get another delivery, which is a new mattress, and that's because my back and neck have just been in like so much pain. So I'm actually going to a chiro appointment today. Like, I have always been a physio girl. I think it's kind of like, you know, PC and Mac or whatever. It's like Apple and Samsung, and then there's chiro and physio people. And I have always been a steadfast physio goer. I have never gone to a chiro in my entire life, but I've just been having this feeling like in my upper back of like, I almost feel like I can't breathe sometimes, and I just thought it was my anxiety or something kicking off at certain points when I stress myself out or I'm too busy. But I actually feel like my back is a little bit locked. So Jazz goes to a chiro, and we've had many arguments about this because he always says to me to come, and I'm like, why don't you do physio? And he's like, why don't you do chiros? So I asked him if he would please come along with me, and I will go to the chiro that he goes to. So I've actually got an appointment at 4 o'clock this afternoon because they had a cancellation, which is super handy. So I will update you guys after that. But I pretty much just have an irrational fear of dying, and that's why I've never gone to them, because I feel like, what if they crack you wrong and like something happens? But he's been, his brother's been, like so many people I know go, but that is my fear and I can't get over it. So we're facing fears today, and I'll update you after the appointment with how I go. So I did mention that I actually got a new mattress, and if you were watching the other week, I also got new bed sheets as well. And that's just been part of me doing a big upgrade to my bedding and my entire bedroom on a whole. I feel like it's something that I honestly haven't touched in so long. I've literally had this mattress for about 7 years now, since I was share housing, believe it or not. So it's come with me through 3 different rental houses now. And now that I'm here and have been having those back problems lately, it just kind of occurred to me that it is probably time to upgrade and get a new mattress, and something that's a little bit more suitable for having 2 people sleeping on it as well, because I notice when Jazz stays over, we kind of just like roll into each other, and it's not the most comfortable thing to have 2 people sleeping in a queen bed, but particularly not if the mattress is a little bit too soft. And I've kind of like, you know, flipped it around and like done all of the tricks you're meant to do to sort of get the most use out of it, but I actually think it's just finished. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get a new mattress, and the easiest way is those mattresses in a box, because I do live in an apartment building, so it's super easy to get it up the lift and have it roll out in my apartment when I was ready to put it together. So I actually did ask Jazz to come around and help me, because it is so heavy. So we ended up opening it up together, and I'll tell you which one I got, because I actually got it from Emma Sleep, which is pretty cute because we have the same name, and they have also given me a discount code to share with you as well. So I'm going to leave all of the details in the description box down below. The main reasons for me wanting to get a new mattress is honestly just to get a better night's sleep, and also really to support my neck and back, because I found I've just been going to the physio so much recently, and that can be a number of things, but a really good place to start is just checking that you're sleeping on the right bedding. So I actually got the Emma Zero Gravity mattress, which is one of their newer ones, and I think this is such a great offering. It has cooling and pressure relieving properties, which is perfect for me, and an innovative air grid technology. It's got multiple air channels in the air grid layer, which allow for proper air circulation, and the air grid material actually works as pocket springs, which provide zoned and dynamic adjustments to your body. And I also think this means it's going to be perfect for any of that tossing and turning and the different pressure between 2 people sleeping on the mattress as well. So I think it is a really, really good option for me. I did a ton of research before settling on Emma Sleep, and a couple of the things that I found really attractive are they have a 100-night trial, so you can actually try out the mattress risk-free, and if it's not for you, they'll give you a refund and even handle the returns. And they also have a 10-year guarantee, so that is very handy if you're looking for something with a bit of longevity and you don't have to worry about if there's any faults or any issues. And they do free delivery, which is great. And my delivery driver even brought the mattress into my apartment, which was super handy because there is absolutely no way I was dragging that box down the hallway. If you want to check out the Emma Sleep range, I actually do have a discount code which will get you 5% off, and that is a further 5% than what you'll see on the website for any other promotions and things as well. So it's definitely worth checking out, and I will leave the code on screen, and I also have all of the details in the description box down below. But if you want to get a new mattress, I honestly could not recommend these enough. I'm really, really happy with it, and now I just need to get rid of my other mattress because it is currently pushed up against a wall out in the living room, so that's going to stress me out while that's there for a few days. But it's really good to finally upgraded my bedding. This is what the loafers look like on, and obviously not paired with track pants, but I just thought I would give them a spin and see what they're like. But they're actually really comfy. They don't even kind of feel like they need to be broken in, which is super surprising for some affordable shoes. You might have just seen a little snapshot of a partial view of the townhouse project that I'm working on, and that's a really exciting project with an incredible client. I'm very, very privileged to be working with them, and I'm just so excited to see where it goes. It's been a really fun collaborative design process, and yeah, I think we're going to get a really good result. So I'm actually off to a design expo tomorrow, and it's something that kind of comes around maybe every year, I would say, and it's on at the Melbourne Exhibition and Convention Centre. So if I can, I'll do a couple of clips there, but basically it is a whole expo with like a different bunch of suppliers and things for all things to do with home and design, both architecture and interiors. So I'm giving myself at least 4 to 5 hours to wander around there because there's just going to be so much going on. And realistically, if you think about stopping for those kind of 5-10 minute conversations here and there, you really do need at least half a day. So I'm very, very excited to be heading on over to that. And I ended up telling them about it as well because I think there's nothing better than like looking and touching and feeling and seeing things in person. And that is why I have a giant sample drawer over there full of stuff. But that's a really exciting one. So I also taught myself how to do Facebook ads this week, and I was very proud of that because I was going to pay someone to do it, and I did pay someone to do some like Google marketing for me, and it was honestly such an awful experience. I didn't feel like she really helped my business at all. Like I basically paid about $1,500, which might not sound like a lot, but you know, when you're starting up a small business and like I'm funding it myself out of my pocket, I felt like that was all I had to give towards marketing. And I just felt like she just did not care at all. Like we literally had one Zoom call, and then any other time I tried to call her or like book in a meeting or something, she would just email me back and cancel it and be like, oh, I don't really think we need to meet up. Like, what do you want to talk about? And I would just be thinking like, I'm paying you $200 a week. Like I'm a proper full paying client on like your expensive package. So I actually wanted to check in, make sure you're using the right keywords and whatever, because she was using all of the wrong keywords and I was getting sent resumes from people. So anyway, live and learn. I think I'm just putting it down to a learning experience, but I thought this time I would do it myself because nobody knows your business or your priorities better than you, the person in there doing it. So I've now spent maybe $100 setting up an ABC test. So I've got 3 different images, 3 different ads, different kind of things it can convert to, whether it's just the website or a booking page or whatever it is. So fingers crossed there are a couple more leads from that. But I do think it's the interesting thing about, you know, a more entrepreneurial lifestyle and kind of running those kind of things. Like you really need to be across all aspects of your business, from communicating properly with your clients, which was something that shocked me about that person because I had been personally recommended them by a friend and I still got let down. So I was thinking, I wonder what happens to your normal clients that don't even have any sort of, you know, relationship there or something. But I really pride myself on trying to communicate as much as possible. I always book in meetings in advance, and I just think it's kind of how it should be. But I don't know if it's like a post, you know, COVID hangover or like something like that people sort of tend to not do those things anymore. But yeah, I personally think communication is everything and it's very important to me. So anyway, we will see how we go with the Facebook ads, but it was just nice to be able to like learn it myself. I just sat there one night in front of my little heater and watching TV series, and I thought, I am determined to literally learn this, like whatever it takes. So that was a nice little win for the week. I am actually feeling pretty hungry now, so I'm gonna go and make some lunch. Today is actually nachos, which I just saw when I opened up the app, and I'm so excited about it. It's not using corn chips though, it is sweet potatoes, so I think it's like a keto healthy version or something, but I'm confident that it will turn out delicious because Mexican food is one of my favorite things in the world. So I'm gonna make that now.
But like, you should think about it. She didn't say to only eat bone broth for you. She was just being honest. Would you rather lie?
Since it's coming up to tax time as well, I actually grabbed out this book, which Jazz got me a little while ago. I think it was part of my Christmas present, believe it or not, and I never got around to reading it. So it's called Happily Ever After, Financial Freedom Isn't a Fairy Tale, and it's supposed to be an amazing book. I love how the cover is. Apparently it was written by a father for his daughter to help her navigate through life in terms of all of the different financial planning things that we need to know, and just a general education on someone who has that sort of financial background. So I'm really excited to read this. I think it's going to be a really great one to just do a bit of a mid-year reset on my finances and do some future planning. I'm just about to leave for this appointment, but I have another bag of clothes that I've cleared out of my wardrobe, and I also sold a couple of things on Facebook Marketplace. So I'm really happy with the progress I'm making. I've kind of just made a plan to do a bag a week over the next month to reset for the mid-year, and I'm actually doing really well, and it's great to be able to have more space in my wardrobe.
It's not my fault. You've been lying, saying that I took away your peace. Drowning by yourself, now you're
I just got back home now and I'm still alive, happy to report, but that was so good. I actually don't know why I was so scared, but the physio was lovely. Her name was Helen, and she just sat there and explained everything to me so calmly and kindly. And at every kind of step, she was like, oh, you can stop if you want to. Like, you don't have to, sorry, my arm is shaking. You don't have to like keep going ahead with it if you don't want to. And yeah, I ended up doing the whole thing. And I have to say that pressure I've had in the back of my back for the longest time, it feels like it's just completely resolved now. And I actually said to her, I was like, I feel like I can breathe properly now. Like, it's really loosened up a tight part of my back. The neck bit is probably the worst, like the scariest part, because they literally kind of grab your neck and twist it, which is a little bit full on, but I liked it. I think I would happily go back. I think it's like a really good thing to couple in with my physio appointments. So maybe I'll try and go like at least once a month and just get an adjustment if I feel like I need one. But yeah, she was fantastic. And Jazz came with me, which was really nice, but it was actually up in Fitzroy. So after we walked around for a little bit, he wanted to be dropped in the city. And I thought, you know what? Something I always used to do after working was I would always go back home straight away. Like, I'd be so wrecked after finishing my work day that I never kind of allowed myself to explore the city. So I would never go out for dinners or drinks or any of that stuff because I just wanted to get home and like decompress and get into some comfy clothes. But since I was already wearing trackies and like I work for myself now, so everything just feels a lot more relaxed. And I thought, I'm going to go with him for dinner. So we ended up going to this place called Dragon Hot Pot on Swanston Street in the city. And it was amazing. Like, basically it looks like an Asian supermarket in a way. It's got everything under the sun you could possibly imagine, like all these different types of noodles and vegetables and proteins that you can add into your bowl. It definitely was not cheap. It was literally like $80 for 2 people, but I think that's just because I put way too much stuff in my bowl. And you know when you're like hungry, so you just go crazy? I definitely could have put like half the amount of stuff in the bowl, but it was absolutely delicious and it felt really healthy too, like just a nice warm kind of broth thing. I only got the mild spicy because I didn't want it to be like burning my mouth, and then I just drove home. So I think I'm going to run out to the supermarket now because I just need to grab a few things because tomorrow I'm going to that design expo, so I'm just going to be out all day, and then I've got a friend's 40th in the evening, so I probably won't get a chance to get any breakfast stuff for Saturday. And I know if I've had a couple of drinks, the last thing I'm going to want to do is go and do breakfast stuff, and then I need to do a fake tan before I go to bed because it's a Hollywood themed party and I don't know what I'm going to wear, but it's just like the middle of winter and I'm feeling a bit pale, so at least I have a fake tan. I know that pretty much anything in my wardrobe will look a lot better than it would currently. So thanks for spending the day with me. I hope you guys are really enjoyed, and I will catch up with you again soon.